Okay, this episode is about Eagle Nest State Park in New Mexico. It's right on the lake. They've got their boat ramp right over there, and it's a good fishing lake. Apparently, rainbows. There's also pike, and if you catch a pike, you gotta kill them. Basically, they don't want them in the lake. They're eating up all the other fish. They were introduced by somebody illegally or whatever, but a lot of perch, good sized perch. That seems to be the big thing here. Beautiful mountain views in the background. You have the Cimarron Canyon. It goes down through the valley right there. That's the Cimarron Canyon and Cimarron Creek. And there's 4 campgrounds down there. Well, state park campgrounds. But they're not really geared towards bigger campers. I have a 22-footer. I went into all of them, and there were a few sites where I could have got in, but it's tough. There's one campground, I think it's Ponderosa, which is basically a big parking lot. You could get, motorhomes and the bigger RVs, 30 foot plus in there. And it really seems to be more geared towards the locals. It's all about fishing, and if you don't have a boat, this campground, no trees, just a big circle. 19 sites out there. 6 are reserved, so 1/3 of them are reserved. So a very small campground. Other than pit toilets or vault toilets, no showers. They have one place where you can get some fresh water if you need it. No electric, no dump station. Very few facilities here. So keep that in mind. No showers and no dump station, that kind of stuff. I think there is a dump station in the town of Eagle Nest, which is right across the lake there. So it's a very small town. There's an RV place there, and they most likely have a dump station. I haven't checked into it yet. One drawback is, I'm right on the lake here, and they have no pathways to get down the lake. It's all overgrown, as you can see. Just get a few guys out here and spend a couple days and get some pathways here. I'd like to go down fishing, and right now I've got to walk all the way around down here, all the way out to the boat ramp where they don't allow fishing. Then I've got to walk all the way back up here to where my site is. Round trip, that's a 1/4 mile. And a simple thing like just cut down some bushes, get a lawnmower and a weed whacker, and cut some trails so people that are camping can utilize the lake. Like I say, right now it's just this whole parking lot filled up with all the local fishermen. They got it made, but the people that paid for are paying for this site, this area, this lake and everything, the Eagle Nest, not getting the use of the lake unless you bring a boat. So what else? Okay, this is about 45-minute drive east of Taos on Route 64. Mount Wheeler is the highest point in New Mexico, and that's right there. Okay, that's over 13,000 feet. So it's kind of like Eagle Nest is in a big valley here. It's just surrounded by mountain ranges all the way around. So it's pretty cool. I like it. There are drawbacks. Like I say, there's not much here for the RVer as far as hookups, and you can't even go down to the lake to fish unless you drive over to the marina, and they don't allow fishing there. So, temperatures, it's one of the coolest places in the summer because it's so high. Like I say, the highest point in New Mexico is just a few miles from here. You can have motorboats, and like I say, it's fishing. they kind of discourage swimming because there's an algae bloom, and apparently that's not good. You know, there's some things you can catch from the algae and stuff. This is also looking around the campground and the other side of the mountain range. I'll show you the map, the state park map. If you get the state park pass, there's 33 state parks in New Mexico. Okay, I don't know if this is going to come out very good. Everywhere you see one of those pine trees, that's a state park in New Mexico. Right now, we're up in the northern part, Eagle Nest and Cimarron Canyon. Like I say, starts right across the other side of the lake there. Cimarron Eagle Nest, where we are. I just came from over here. I did a couple episodes on Heron Lake and El Vado Lake. And that's about a 3-hour drive from there to Eagle Nest. You have to go through a high mountain range. And even with my big 5.7 liter Hemi pulling this 22-foot trailer, I couldn't even do over 30 miles an hour in some places. And that's a power horse engine. So if you're going to go through this pass on 64 to Taos and then eventually over to Eagle Nest, just make sure you know your transmission, engine, everything is up to par and stuff if you're towing. Coyote Creek, I went down there for a visit, just looking around. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's 75% reservation, and there's nothing there. There's a little 10-foot wide creek going through there, Coyote Creek, and didn't look like you could even fish in it. It's all overgrown. So I don't see why you'd even want to go there. And then this Morphe Lake, I was told, I haven't been there yet, but I was told the roads are very narrow and very difficult for people towing. So anyway, you know, if you're coming through this area, certainly worth a stop. If you got a state park pass, it's free like I have. So I got a nice site here on the water. Like I say, I just can't get down to it to fish, which wouldn't take a lot of effort for them to just hire, you know, a crew of 4 and get down here and make some pathways so the campers that are paying for this, you know, state park can use it. You know, it's just the locals that get to, you know, use the boat ramp and stuff. So anyway, that's it. I had no internet. I couldn't get 3G or 4G with Verizon. All I get is a 1X symbol. So I haven't been able to get online. I even went in town, checked around, and I could not get a signal in the town of Eagle Nest to get online. So I mean, it may be another server, you know, you might be able to get internet, but not with Verizon. Okay, that's about it. Eric signing off.